Hi guys, today we're going to talk about belts for your Mercedes. I get a lot of cars in the shop that need belt services a lot. In fact, we have a 380 SL in here this morning that needs belts, and so I'm going to try to do a quick overview of which belts to use and which ones not to use, and also some common belt sizes. So first of all, let's start with how to know when to replace your belts. I like to check the inside tread of the belt for cracks. If you start to see cracks that are especially noticeable, time to do those belts. If you're going through your belt system and you're not seeing any cracks, but maybe you see a thread here or there, you could just clip the thread and you're fine. But you should always put a little pressure on the belt and look at the back side for cracks that are starting to show up. Now the next question is, what kind of belts can you use? Well, I have a rule now. I always go to Mercedes to get belts first. Why is that? They fit well, they're much higher quality, they're not that expensive. In fact, they're actually cheaper than most Gates products, and it's basically a guaranteed fit. Good example, 1970 250C that I was working on. I tried every single belt on the planet for the alternator except for a genuine Mercedes belt. Every other belt wore out within a few months, stretched too far because they have very limited adjustment, and did not fit well into the groove. When I finally bought the belt from Mercedes and installed a Mercedes belt, I no longer had any problems with that alternator belt. And that was a great day for me. So next, if you can't get the belt from Mercedes, and there are a few, for example, the air suspension pump belt on a 300 SEL 4.5 cannot easily be purchased from Mercedes, and it's a weird size. It's a 9.5 or a 10 by 838. So what are some good brands of belts that you can use? Well, you can use Opti-belt. Opti-belt is original equipment for Mercedes. You can use Gates or Napa, which are durable. They may not look perfect, but they're durable. They're also extremely expensive, but again, they're durable. And then finally, there are a couple other brands out there that you don't see in the United States so much. There's Semperit and there's Rollunds from Denmark, Rolunds. And those are very good belts. And, you know, they're generally the belts that come from Europe are pretty good. There's also Bando. Bando is okay. I wouldn't say they're great. But the belt now that has really fallen out of favor at the shop is the ContiTech belt, not the Mercedes branded ContiTech belt, which explicitly says on the belt, made in Germany, but the generic ContiTech belt. Engineered in Germany, made in China. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you that these ContiTech aftermarket belts that you're going to buy from Auto House Arizona or WorldPack or some of the other sites, if they say engineered in Germany and made in China, they're pretty much as good as dead. They're junk. They last maybe 5,000 miles and they start to crack. Why Continental is running two factories, one in Germany and one in China, beats me, but they're not the same. The Mercedes belt is so much better. Anyway, with serpentine belts, you're still safe, believe it or not, to use a ContiTech belt. They're made in Romania now, unless you buy one from Mercedes. And then, strangely enough, it is made in the UK. Again, I don't really know. But apart from the 190E 2.3 16 valve, all of the belts are still available, and you shouldn't have any trouble getting them. There are probably more things I could say about this process, but if you have a Mercedes, try to use Mercedes belts. if at all possible. And our friends at Mercedes Benz of Monterey will drop ship or overnight any Mercedes belt to you no matter where you are in the country. 888-375-2456. And in the meantime, if you have any more questions about your belts, leave a quick comment and we'll be happy to try to help you. All right, take care, subscribe, like, hit the bell, and take good care of your Mercedes Benz.